God, it's so beautiful. I love it. Got a little Florida Georgia line on here on Satellite XM. Sirius Satellite XM. Woo! Beautiful. Try to look at the creek here as we go by.
Donald Trump. Let me tell you, you're suing the people that stole your measured floor liners and cargo liners, seat protectors, pump staff, and more for their vehicles.
That's a muddy road. There's some water. Your skin is begging to be kissed by more than the sun. You take my hand. There we are, into a little snow. In the middle of nowhere here. Nowheresville. Sangria. Yeah, I love singing. Listen to the little Sirius satellite radio out here. The only thing available.
It's your favorite.
Well, I'm getting on out here. A little hard to see the trail in places where the snow drifts. But we're getting closer. So it took probably 30 minutes. But I got kind of a, finally, way back under there, out of the wind as much as possible. I got a little core fire going, and it's trying to dry and heat up that wood that's in there, and hopefully we'll be successful. Well, this is where I slept. For those of you who follow me for very long, you know this is where I slept. it's what I do all the time. I'm using one of our ponchos that can convert into a hammock. That's my base thing right here. And on the underneath, what you see right here, that's an Osney cloak, which is basically a poncho liner. That can do a bunch of other things too. So it's snapped on underneath the poncho as an underquilt. Now I have an Osney top quilt or blanket here, and that is my cover. And then I've also added, for when I'm vehicle camping like I am now in my F350 Super Duty, so I'm out camping off of that. So I also have inside of here the Beast, which I'll show you that. That's 3-inch thick sleeping pad that has snaps on it that match the same snaps as the poncho, the blanket, and the Osney cloak or underquilt. So all the snap systems for all our gear all match. So that way I can use this thing in a lot of different ways. Like I can be hanging like I am here, or I can lay this thing on the ground. I could put it in the back of my truck, or even, I think I'll show you today, I can put it behind the cab. I have like an extra cab. Fold that back platform seat down. I can actually put this whole thing right in there, go to sleep right in there if I want to. I prefer to be out in the elements, so I love it. All right, so let me show you how I sleep in here. Now the Osney blanket or top quilt has snaps down one side only, and that's just so you can hold it in place. So the way I get into here is I just flip the blanket over. It can't go anywhere because it's snapped to the other side. And the Osney cloak or underquilt or poncho liner, because it's a poncho liner too, it snaps on underneath, so it can't go anywhere. So it's attached. I don't have to have any elaborate system to hold that thing on because it snaps onto the snaps that are already in the poncho. Typically when I'm in here, I'm Here, I'll take off some of my clothes and stuff, but I'm not showing you that. But, you know, it kind of depends on the weather. Depends on if I'm going to get up and do things in the night or whatever. But anyway, so here's how I'm laying. This is my situation. I'm on 3 inches of this foam beast sleeping pad, which has not got any waterproof cover on it. It's a mesh cover, so it's breathable. So I'm not going to feel clammy, sweaty, or anything next to that. My body moisture will go all the way through that. All right, so once I get in, then what I do is I just grab the blanket here, and I just flip it up, and I'll take my feet. I don't know if you can see it, but I usually take my feet and just kind of swirl it around at the foot end. All right, so a person could sleep just like this, be nice and cozy. I usually wear a cap on my head, made out of fleece, a fleece cap that I wear on my head. And I could go like this, or I could pull this, you know, like I can tuck it down. It's wide enough that I can kind of tuck it down on the side as well. So I could sleep like this with my cap on or whatever. But, you know, if it's chilly or whatever, what I like to do is go like this. And I just pull the thing completely over my head, and I just go to sleep like this. So there's enough body in this material that it's not like it's not like super light where it's gonna fall right down on your face. Also, this material is very breathable. It's water repellent but not waterproof. So any of the body moisture that I give off during the night passes right through this. Even with my head inside and breathing inside, I have never got clammy inside. So when you're breathing inside, you still have some air exchange, but it's through all this stuff. You can see it's actually kind of chilly out here. I need some gloves on my fingers. My back seat here folds down, and it has a metal back on it, which makes a nice flat platform inside of here. Got stranded in a blizzard or something like that, I can be inside the vehicle, which gets me out of the wind. I'd at least be out of all those elements inside, protected. So now, see, I've got a cloak on here, full length. Goes all the way down. Got a hood on it that I can cinch up around my neck, around my head. And this thing, this thing has double-sided snaps. So now, so the hood on the Osni is designed to fit inside the hood on the poncho. So now I got wind protection and rain protection, snow protection, whatever. And like I say, I can either snap these two things together and make them integrated, or I can just snap the poncho to itself over the top of the Osni